Hello, welcome to the channel. Yesterday we talked about depression and how you may not be able to do things that you were once able to do because now you have cancer and maybe it has metastasized to your bones, as has been the case with me. Uh, I can walk, but I can't run. Definitely cannot run. I used to love to exercise, and I used to use this machine called a Bowflex. In addition to that, I had some iron that I pumped. I can't do that anymore. And I had a treadmill that I was able to use. Can't do that anymore either. But here's a Bowflex that you can use for a lot of things, like you can do chest presses and shoulder presses. Uh, uh, you can do leg work, and actually, it's pretty versatile. I spent instead of spending 4 hours a day working out, though, now I'm down to half an hour to 40 minutes a day, which is not good. It's definitely not going to be the panacea and holy grail that will take care of my depression, but it will help me some. And it will help my muscles. It'll keep my muscles from deteriorating too much. So it's not so bad. Uh, but if, in my case, for example, uh, you can't rely only on exercise because you don't have the means anymore. Maybe you like to read. I don't particularly like to read, but I have friends who um, you can sit them down in a chair, put a book in their hands, and they'll stay there the whole day. And I envy them, but if that's what makes them happy, that's more power to them. Mm. In my case, I'm more of an active person. When that's why taking away my ability to exercise took away quite a bit out of my life enjoyment. But there's things that I still like that I can find in books. For example, I like uh, history, ancient history, the history of the ancient Celts, for example. And we can talk about that at a later time and how I can spend some time doing that and enjoying myself with that. So, I also like World War II, the the Navy battles in the Pacific, because I put in a hitch in the Navy and I love the Navy. I love aircraft carriers in particular. And I like watching the progression of aircraft carriers. I can't believe how much things have changed since I left the Navy. But we can talk about that a lot more in the future too. And maybe you can tell me what you would enjoy doing you know, if you don't, if you, if your life has changed because of your cancer, if the life of a loved one has changed because of his or her, well, his cancer. I don't want to get too politically correct here. So last I knew, women didn't get prostate cancer. But yeah, let me know what would you like doing. Um, there's there's there are so many amazing things that people do when they have to. A friend of mine, one of my guardian angels, both of them are nurses. A friend of mine told me about a friend of hers who had lost the ability to, I guess it was, you call that a quadriplegic, losing the ability to move from the neck down. And he painted with his mouth. You may know people who are able to do that. And she showed me pictures of drawings that he'd done with his mouth, and they are fabulous. I would never paint, I would never be able to paint like he does. Even though I do like painting, and that's another thing that I've tried to make myself do to um, enjoy my life and fight off depression. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'm curious. What do you do if you have prostate cancer, or if you know someone who does? What do they do to make themselves enjoy life more, especially if their cancer has metastasized and they can't do much? And remember to subscribe to the channel if this information has been useful to you, and I hope to see you in the next video.